Welcome back to my channel. I've been expecting you all.
What the dog doing?
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But nah, today we're gonna get into my the people locks that I admire, not only admire, but also my lock inspirations, like people who keep me, grounded on this journey and, give me something to like look forward to. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Let's go.
Yeah, buddy. Let's do this.
This first individual, I previously mentioned him on my channel before. He's just one of those people who just radiates like positive, like cool vibes. And that person is Lenny Kravitz. Lenny Kravitz is just one of those individuals who just eludes like coolness. Like, dude is just a dope individual. Ever since I found out about his music and getting into like who he is as a person, I kind of, not gonna say look up to him. I kind of, admired him, like what he do and like his commitment to his work and his like craft. But his locks, dude, to me, he's easily one of the top 10 like freeform locks I ever seen. Cause it's just like how he has them. Like, I never seen freeform locks that long in an Afro type of, aesthetic, And most like, because like most people, like when their hair gets long, it tends to drop, but his, like it stood up, it stood up into like an Afro. It looked more like an Afro lock more than like freeform locks, you get what I'm saying. I don't know if he pinned it up or, he tied it up, but it was a very dope look. Next individual, I haven't mentioned him on my channel before, but I definitely think his locks are like dope as hell. And he's a bassist. And he's also a songwriter and musician. And his name is Thundercat. Yeah, Thundercat. Many of you probably don't know, but y'all probably know who he is. If you're watching me in my weird self. You probably know who he is. And Thundercat, he's just one of those individuals. He's another one of those individuals, just very unique. Like, he just himself. Like, you can tell, like, he's comfortable in his own skin. And that's something else that I admire. And not only do I admire who he is, I also admire his locks. Because let me tell y'all something. If I, if I, if I didn't want to go on this freeform lock journey, if I was just thinking like I just wanted it, for the short term, I would definitely dye my locks, like bleach them, like all the different type of colors. Trust me. But like I want my locks long term. Like I want my locks like forever, honestly. And bleaching them and all that dyeing them, it's probably not gonna be healthy for my hair, not at all. But yeah, like Thundercat locks, they're pretty dope. This third person, he's another one of those individuals where I admire something about them, and that's pretty much his style and how he carries himself. He's a very like dope individual. Every time I see him, he always, he's always dapper down, in my opinion. And that person is Lucas Abate. For the people who don't know who Lucas Abate is, he's an actor from Grownish. I'm pretty sure he does other things. He's an influencer. And his locks, like ever since I saw his locks, he was one of the first like people I saw outside, of Bob Marley and Lenny Kravitz. Like somebody around my age. I was just like, okay, like this freeform lock thing is cool. Cause he made it look so cool. He made it look so dope. And how he put it together like with his like clothing is pretty dope. And I just admire that whole thing about him. And his locks. His locks are pretty dope too. He's another one of those like top 10s, especially how he styled his locks, how he put them up, and you have them like looking, it just goes along with his whole aesthetic. Like it's pretty dope, pretty dope. Last but not least, we have another individual who's also an artist. He's an advocate for cannabis. He promotes it all the freaking time. He's one of those individuals who be around Snoop Dogg. Just by that, many of you probably know who that is, and that is Wiz Khalifa. Wiz Khalifa locks are so free. They're top tier. Them things are top tier. Cause it's just like if I were to go traditional, which I don't plan on going, but if I was traditional, they would look somewhat like that. I would keep them 2-strand twisted, 3-strand twisted, like just like that, with the fitted caps and all this different stuff. Like yeah, and he's just another one of those individuals that I just admire what he do, and I admire who like he's himself, regardless of what's going on. And I don't know if y'all can tell, the individuals, like the individual that I named, it was all something outside of their hair that I admired. Like whether it be like their weirdness, whether it be like the coolness, whether it be like they're just themselves. Like all those individuals, they're dope to me. And you know, yeah. So that's pretty much my aspirations. Of course, there's other people, but those just my top people that I see, and I just be like, okay, I can really make this thing work. But yeah, thank you all for staying on video. I appreciate it. Giving me your time. I hope you all have a great day, great year, great month. I see you all soon. Peace.
Money, money.